Hi all, Sean here with your summertime San Diego real estate market update. The housing market has gone through some crazy shifts over the last 12 months. If you look back a year ago, we were seeing homes starting to decline in price. We were starting to see inventory accrue on the market, and people were panicking and freaking out, and there were people saying that the market has bursted, the bubble's bursted, and we're crashing. Well, since February of 2023, things have changed. We've seen consistent appreciations month over month, and we really don't have any stop in sight. Inventory has remained flat from the beginning of the year with slight growth until today. Last year, we would have seen 3,500 plus homes come to the market each month, and currently we're hovering at only about 2,000 homes come each month. Demand has gone from almost 1,800 pending in January to about 2,300 pending this time of year, which is almost 27% up. However, many should realize this is probably a seasonal thing, knowing that we're at the end of spring going into summer. In many cases, however, we're nearly 30% off where we should be based on last year. What we're noticing is buyers are patiently waiting for good homes to come for sale. They know what they want, they've reassessed their budget since interest rates have changed, and we've noticed that they're getting a little bit more particular in what they're looking for, but when they find it, they're ready to strike. If a home's in good shape and priced appropriately, they're getting a lot of action and energy. We're hearing of multiple offers across all parts of the county again, which we really didn't see in last year and most of 2022. In fact, last year we would see homes that should have been selling in a week spend several months on the market, not sell, as the market was adjusting and declining through Q3 and Q4. The active listing inventory has had a slight increase by about 400 or 500 homes in the last few weeks, and we're hovering about 2,500 active homes on the market right now, which is positive news if you're now looking for a home. However, that's likely due to the fact that a lot of people have left town, gone on vacation, kids have gotten out of school, and the buyers are kind of on I call it early summer halt. And usually after the 4th of July, we start to see the momentum pick back up again and the markets start to move and a lot of those homes get gobbled up. But what we're probably going to see is that since rates have climbed just a little bit over the last few weeks, we'll see a few of the buyers who would be buying a home in each market probably come off the table or come out of the market for a little bit and pause till we see rates come down. Typically this time of the year, we start to see the inventory rise day by day as people plan for summer sales. And normally we'd have closer to 4,000 homes on the market, but we're just not seeing it right now. So let's talk demand. New escrows over the prior month has stayed consistent at around 1,800 homes a month. So we're seeing most of the inventory get absorbed every single month. We only have about 45 days of active inventory left for the real estate market, and if there are no other homes came for sale, we gobble through all of that. What we're interestingly enough seeing is about 1,600 homes are actually closing each month, which means we're seeing between 150 and 250 homes sell and then fall out of escrow. And that typically happens when we have a high velocity market like this. We've seen consistent price increases, which is great, but we're noticing that a home typically will go into contract because we'll see this spurt of energy from a buyer to tie up the home because it fits most of their basic needs. And typically what's happening is because we have some trailing sales that haven't quite adjusted for the appraisers to look at. We're noticing that sometimes we're seeing appraisals come in low, which we weren't seeing a lot of that over the last couple of years. We're seeing inspection reports being a lot more indicative of a buyer's commitment and interest in a property. So these are things that are shifting, and you got to make sure you're working with a professional, whether you're buying or selling, to make sure you can make the right decisions in today's market, because it's just not the same as it used to be. If rates remain the same at the current levels in the mid to high 6s to the low 7s, demand will more than likely plateau for the year earlier than expected. We're finding that the market is largely emotional and tied to mortgage interest rates, so weekly numbers are going to shift based on where rates are. What we've seen is that if we have a high interest rate week, the following week's open houses will be slow, the following week's escrows will be less than normal and will be off a little bit. So we're finding a lot of people are very, very rate sensitive. When we start to see a decline of rates, we're starting to see open houses pile back up. We're starting to see those multiple offers come back, and those extra buyers who sideline on those weekly emotional shifts come and go as rates go up and down. So make sure you're watching interest rates, because the timing of when you list a home could make a big difference on the price you achieve just based on the week of interest rates that we're looking at. Supply normally peaks in San Diego kind of in that July and August time because we see everybody want to get that last rush to get people into homes before school starts. So we'll see the sales and we'll see the supply actually peak out at that time because people want to make those last minute moves, especially in our bedroom communities with good school districts. So pretty much anything along the 56 and from the 5 where the 56 is north up to Carlsbad area, we'll see a lot of that take a last minute rush through the middle to the end of the summer. So let's shift to market time. How long does it take to sell a house in San Diego? The market time in San Diego has decreased from 43 days at the earlier part of this year all the way down to 29 days today with San Diego as a whole. And we're seeing some neighborhoods back to 3, 5, and 7 days on the market because they're getting those multiple offer activities. What we always tell a seller is that you don't want to be the longest lasting person on the market because you usually get the lowest price. You want to be the fastest, most exciting home to hit the market, and you want to tie up and have multiple people looking at your home. With decreased market times, buyers are seeing much higher open house traffic, we're seeing back to the multiple offers on the homes, and we're seeing sale prices starting to go over the list price again, which is something we all gotta watch. However, this is not due to heightened demand, as the demand has pretty much been the same this entire time because mortgage rates have increased. A lot of people have had to readjust their ability to purchase a home in today's market, and a lot of the would-be buyers are kind of out of the market, especially if they're in an existing home with a really low interest rate. It's really a problem if not enough sellers can get to the market. It's gonna keep demand controlled at where it's at. It's gonna keep listings controlled at where they're at because people are afraid to put their home on the market and lock something up new without knowing exactly how much it's gonna cost and the velocity of the people looking at the home. The one thing to realize is that although we're seeing this activity, we're not in 2021. Although we might see 5, 10, 15 offers on a property, we're not seeing the insane price increases that we saw before. And that's mainly because we'll see a lot of people offer on a home at what it's listed at, which brings us to kind of our list price to sale price ratio. In San Diego, we're hovering at right around 100% list price to sale price ratio, meaning that if you put your home on the market at a fair and reasonable price to the market, you're getting your number today. But what we're seeing is a lot of sellers who are unsuccessful, they'll see their neighbor get 5 offers on their home and it'll sell for $100,000 more, and they'll try and repeat and duplicate the same thing and be unsuccessful. And what we're seeing today is that buyers are watching every closing and every detail, and they're very data driven, especially in our higher end school district markets today. So my advice is to price your home right at the market. We usually use a triangle in which we have homes that are slightly listed above the market price, really command a lot less buyers. We have the middle of the triangle where the market price for a home commanding the rest, but we're seeing the best success of sellers today when a home is slightly priced under the market of where it should be. We're seeing a huge amount of velocity and most of those organically rising up and selling for even more than they thought they could get for the home. If you're a homeowner today, condition, upkeep, and preparation for a home prior to going to the market, I think is one of the most important things today of a home seller getting top dollar. We're finding that lazy sellers who aren't investing money into putting their home on the market are getting lazy buyers who don't want to offer full price or give them their number. So we're finding that sellers who have invested money and kind of gone back to the days of pre-COVID where a home was properly prepared for sale, those are the ones getting the most amount of money for their home and the most velocity on it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video and this summer real estate market update. If you're thinking of making a move, I'd love the opportunity to meet with you, discuss your goals, and figure out how we can get to work for you. If you guys would like to schedule a confidential appointment about selling your home or buying a home, we'll have a link down at the bottom that you can schedule time with me so we can game plan what's best for you. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on how to win in the real estate market, make sure you tune in for more and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching this video and have a great day.